Back here at NSUSpartans.com, fueled by Gatorade. We're here with volleyball head coach Dave Albaugh after NSU's annual green versus gold scrimmage. Green defeated gold/white, 3-2 today. And coach, obviously, chance to really get to see a lot of the players, new players especially, kind of in a really game setting. There was a lot of people here today, almost as much as we usually get for a regular match. What did you see out of your team today?
I was pleased. We brought in a lot of freshmen and transfer, and they have had to play some key roles. And I was curious to see how they were going to interact with the crowd, the music being played, your typical warm-up. And a lot of times kids get a little nervous with that. And I thought after the first set, the jitters sort of came off, and they played hard, and the good things we're seeing in practice, we're starting to see a little bit when there's some competition going on.
I was going to say, is there anything you gain from this you don't necessarily see at practice? Because, you can do the same thing in practice, but like you said, there's no music, they're not in front of anyone. Did you see anything different than you'd seen in practice?
Well, I think, the big thing about today that we wanted was we just wanted to see them play where there was a game on the line, there's points being scored, and where we can't stop it and explain and let them gather themselves. And, today was a great situation for that. We were saying maybe some things from the sideline as a coaching staff, but they have to work it out themselves on the floor very quickly before the next whistle blows. And you can't always do that in practice because you're going to stop things, you're going to explain things, and with us running the scrimmage the way we did today, that wasn't a factor. So it was nice to see them processing and taking what we're talking about every day in practice, processing it very quickly, shaking the bad things off and celebrating on the good things, and then coming out the next play and doing what they need to do.
So, moving forward, you still got 2 more weeks till your first matches, but what are you kind of looking for now that you've seen this out here? What's the next step you're kind of working on this week and beyond?
I think our next step is, to speed up some things, eliminate some of the errors we're constantly seeing, make those a little bit better. I think communication always can improve on teams. And in the next 2 weeks is about us, sort of figuring out what we think maybe is our starting lineup and getting those players beside each other so that they're a little bit more used to playing beside each other, where today, we tried to split up as evenly as we could. And that takes some time too. Anytime you have to play beside someone, getting to know their tendencies, your tendencies, what balls they can get to, what balls you can get to, that always takes a little bit of time. So we got to get on that quickly and, just improve every day in the gym.
Well, now we're here with senior Clarke Tyler. And Clarke, this is kind of a chance. There was a lot of, as I said with Coach Albaugh, there's a really good crowd here today. So it's kind of like, it just really mimicked a game atmosphere. You had the music, the warm-ups. How do you think that you guys really kind of performed out there with that little more of a pressure that it's kind of like a game atmosphere?
I think we performed very well. I think we like everyone being here, cheering us on in the atmosphere.
Does that help though, because you guys practice a lot, but it's just in front of nobody, and there's no music, there's no nothing. Like Coach Albaugh said, you guys will stop a lot to explain it. Does it help to kind of really get, this is like a full game, does it kind of help to get that in? To get a game in like that before the season starts, a game atmosphere?
Very important. So our freshmen can get used to the atmosphere, everyone talking, probably not paying attention, but we still need to stay focused on our game.
Speaking of the freshmen, you guys got a lot of freshmen on the team this year. Really kind of have to rely on them to a certain extent on offense because you lost so much from offense. Yeah. How do you think they've kind of performed so far?
I see a lot of talent in them, and I see them going a long way. I can see them starting.
Obviously, there's still the freshmen. There's a long way to go. But where do you think they are compared to in the past, players we've had in the past? Do you think they're up there?
I think this is a strong freshman class coming in.
Last year you guys improved from the year before. So now you're obviously trying to take that next step this year.
Yes.
What have you kind of seen out of your team that makes you confident, hey, we can take that next step this year?
I feel very confident this year. I feel like we're going to go further and win the Northern Division.
What gives you that confidence?
My team.
Your team?
We're looking good. We're looking really good.
You're looking good?
Yes.
But you still got a lot to improve on.
Yes,
what did you kind of see out there that you're we need to really work on this for the next 2 weeks of practice?
Probably serves. Keeping our serves in, because that killed us on both sides, and tip coverage. It
did seem like there was a little miscommunication at times on offense. Is that just kind of one of the things is people just got to get used to playing with each other?
Used to and got to be aggressive and call for the ball. You don't want the ball to drop.
senior Clarke Tyler. After NSU's annual green versus gold scrimmage, green won 3-2. I should mention that Clarke was on Team Green that won. Spartans still have 2 more weeks until the start of the regular season, and then a few more weeks after that until their first home matches here at Gale Gymnasium. For more information on Spartan Volleyball, don't forget you can always check at nsuspartans.com.